I'll cut that. Okay. Me's like, Julia. Okay, nice person, good person.
Yes.
Right? Shunned.
Yes.
Correct?
Absolutely.
Silver Queen.
Yes.
Not nice person.
Oh, are we talking about Rosie now? Or
This is
the
my
other-
question. The Silver Queen. I don't know her name. The one that I heard that there was,
Suicide?
Was she the suicide?
She's the
Or
famous
the-
one at the Queen that they always talk about?
There was a person, from what I've been told, there was an actual person that goes with the Silver Queen that was not a very nice person, that actually caused death. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Are we talking about female?
Female.
Huh.
She was, she actually represents, she is the Silver Queen, from what we've been told.
The pictures that they have and everything.
But I've been going, and she was very, 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 not a nice person.
I have not heard this. This is good to know.
Yeah. I don't,
Is
so.
this new information?
This is information we got today, that this person, because they have the statue of the Silver Queen with the coins and that.
Yeah.
That was actually a representation of somebody, from what people have told me.
Oh.
That was very, not a good person.
Interesting.
So my thing is, you've got this woman who chooses to live her life in a risque lifestyle, but she's kind. And they shun her, but you have this other woman who does evil,
rich.
horrible things, and they build things to, build her up and almost worship her, and not even mentioning the bad things that she's done. You guys should look into that.
Social status was everything back then.
But
Yeah.
she had money too. Julia had money too. But she was, you know what I mean? It was what she did to get that money that was the issue. I don't know this. I was not told if this lady that I'm asking about, the Silver Queen, was maybe she was a minor. She was very stingy. You would take one coin from her and she would have you beheaded.
But see, I
we were
think that
told.
that's all in relation to what it is that we were talking to you about when you brought in Miss Julia's name, is that she was shunned for being a good woman. They took all her negative, they took everything, like I'm saying, and they focused on that. But then there's a lot of history in all these other places of other people that they're giving all of this accreditation to. You understand what I'm saying? There was not a good woman, and she did not have good values. She did not have, and it's like, and just like when I was looking to David Bailey, I was like, all of these places are so close together. The Mackay Mansion is the only one that is away from that strip, and it's like that strip keeps people, all, debauchery. I hear the motorcycles, I see the people hanging off the things, the investigators that are all coming down here because, they're seeing people on TV. I understand everybody in life has to make a living. Okay, there's no way around it. You couldn't live during that time. But I feel like what Jessica is saying and what she's been picking, because she brought that to my attention because I didn't even think about it, is that they're idolizing this woman, bad people, and they're not giving the good people like Mr. Mackay. They're not giving the good people like his, we may say his servant. I would like to call him his man servant, his man friend, not in a sexual way or anything else like this. And I don't understand is that the accreditation of what's going on here at the Mackay is that this is sitting in an epicenter of all of this. The cemetery is right there. The strip is right there. If you look behind us, the school is right there. If you look over there, there's the churches. And then, we also, Jessica, because we were like fascinated. We took pictures of the churches, and my sister, and we were all sitting there and we're doing, and then they got the mines, the cholera mine over there. They got all these things, and then they got sitting right here in the middle is the Mackay Mansion. Right here. Now, you got all of these underground tunnels. And I'm feeling that, they use these tunnels, that there I don't know why I'm doing it, my spirit is telling me this, but they're telling me about how things were smuggled through these tunnels. I don't know if I'm going crazy. Y'all please
Nope.
help me or whatever, because she like, as always, she always triggers me on things. She gets the spirits off of me and everything else just like this, and then she'll trigger me because it's my best friend in the world. And you know, I sit there and it's like we on a spiritual level, but it's like I feel that presence of that woman that you're speaking of, the Silver Queen.
She also got a better burial.
Yes,
than Julia
did she
got.
did. Miss Julie, because that spirit's coming through. And it's funny that we're sitting here in this room right now and we're talking about Mr. Mackay. But see, there's a lot of hidden secrets that going on with this, because I'm starting to see a lot of Masonic sigils.
I was just gonna bring up if they were Masons. and all those
I'm
along with that.
serious. I'm seeing a lot of Masonic symbols. I'm seeing like a lot of that old school from London and Paris, the Hellfire clubs. Benjamin Franklin, all of them was all parts of that stuff. And I feel that, you know what, that same energy kept crossing over waters, but he was a different kind of man. He didn't let the money, you know how some people get bougie? And when they get some money and then they start acting crazy and everything else like this. And I feel that somewhere that Silver Queen is that she's blocking a lot of energy, but she had a lot to do with a lot of things that were going
I wanna
underground.
find out who she is.
Me too.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what I
actually
want.
a really
I
good,
really-
that's
I wanna
new,
work on
so-
doing that.
I
did-
actually know a really good historian here in town. He's the best. He's actually my best friend. His name is Ty. Super knowledgeable. If you folks get the chance, go to the mining tours tomorrow at the Ponderosa. He knows a lot about this town.
Find out about it, because I would say the Silver Queen probably set foot here. If she was
I see big parties. I seen that this place was a place where, you know, like back then in the old days when everybody put on their good coats and they had on their, you know, their little fluffy little things. They're hot as hell, okay, outside, but they got on all these clothes, you know, and they all sitting here and they're like the gentry. You know, they coming in here, they giving their drinks, they having their little parties, they playing their little music, they doing everything. And I think that the social class during that time is that just like women of the night, they disguised them as the ladies, some of the ladies, and that they might have stepped foot. But there's a block of energy that is happening from that area where you were when I met you today, Billy, from the Washoe Club. The Silver Queen is right there. They got all this other stuff, but they're not sitting that they're right here, that this is the epicenter. And I feel that is what Mr. Mackay is trying to portray to me right now, is that he's saying that, you know what, all of these things were around here in this area, but this was the only place that he could be at peace. This was his home. There's a lot of secret things, a lot of things I think that are in some walls, or, you know, a lot of things that are around here that y'all don't even have to tell me, because I think he's talking to me, and he's saying that yes, that Silver Queen was a bad woman, but I also think that there might have been something to do with that, something from that hotel that had to do why Miss Julia got killed the way that she did. You know, and then they took a year to find the killer.
Yeah.
Come
How
on
did she
now.
get killed?
So that's the tidbit I wanted to tell you guys about. John Mullane is his name. He's the man. So the reason why John Mullane went after Julia was because of the fancy jewels that she had bought, that she had on her neck. He had an eye for money, just like anybody up here, and he saw that Julia was vulnerable, so him and his accomplices, which never got caught by the way, hit her over the head, and they strangled her, and they found her wrapped up in a bedsheet all bloody.
Where?
In one of the hotels here in town. I don't think it was the Queen, it was somewhere else, wasn't
It's
it?
down here on the corner.
Yeah.
The
Well-
house isn't there anymore,
Yeah.
and it's on
I was
D
just going to
Street.
say that house, wherever it happened at, is not there no more. There's
No.
something else that's on top of
Where
that.
you got
They
sick.
tried to cover.
It's down, right
Yes.
down the road here on D Street where she.
Yeah,
It's
where
where
you
you
got
got
sick.
No, she was murdered in her home, in her brothel.
Yeah, but did they hit
And
her
she
over
was-
the head
they-
and strangled?
they
Yeah, they
strangled.
found her with a
Oh, yeah, she
a
had a
hit
head
mark.
wound.
Yeah,
But
she had a head
was also
wound.
strangled.
That's where you got sick yesterday. When we were going down, that's where you got sick.
And there almost is a drop off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I know
Yes.
he did it because he wanted her jewels. That's what I found out, and he very much had accomplices, and they were never caught. So I feel like there's something that didn't even
There's
set
something.
right about
There's
it.
something more to that story than what it is that is being told.
Absolutely.
See, but that's where we're coming into. We're sitting here and you're like, everybody sits there and it's like, oh, well, we should be just talking about the Mackay Mansion and this and this and that. Well, this is what all that makes this what it is, because we have to look at the area that we're in. We have to look at now that we're not looking at us as human beings. We're looking at on a spiritual level of the things that where they walk. Because we don't know where I don't know where Mr. Mackay walked. I don't know where he frequented. I don't know, what he did. A man has needs. You never know. His wife was, all the way over there in Paris, okay, with a stank face from what I see over there, the pictures and everything, okay? I'm just being real with you.
Everybody here that had money was connected.
It was connected in some way, and I just feel that a lot of the historical meetings, I feel like a lot of historical signings, a lot of negotiations, I feel like a lot of business negotiations. I feel that what happened here in this room.
Yeah, the reason you're feeling the business negotiations is the next room over where we're at is the mining office where they did all the payroll, all the business. And yeah, so you're feeling it because it happened right in that room.
But he had secret meetings in this room.
Yes.
There were secret meetings with people from abroad, and there were secret meetings with people that were from San Francisco. There were secret meetings of things that were just going on here in Virginia City in general. I feel like a big amount of well-placed people that were prominent in this area set foot in this room.
Yes.
And that's why I'm telling and that's why my next thing is that what I'm going is a thing, because Mr. Mackay, now it's like he had a very distinctive laugh. And anybody that knew him or anything else like this, he had a very distinctive laugh. He was very, he actually showed joy in his face. His face was very expression. See, something's coming over me.